G.o.t.s. Gang gang. Gooner on the sofa, the pride of North London.
Love to my Gooners, Goonerets and Gooner babies. Not forgetting my Gooner elders. Salute, 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 salute each and every time. Alright, people, you know what this is. It's gonna be a reaction video. I'm sure you've seen it from the thumbnail already. But before we get into any of that, HBO, help a brother out. Need that love and support. You know we're on the road to 1K. Beg you, please. You see that? Beg you, please. Come on now. All you gotta do is hit subscribe, man. Let's get to that 1K before the season starts. That's the goal. That's the mini goal. But you know, we're just aiming for 1K anyway. So let's do what it do. You understand me? I appreciate it. And also, if you see anything on the screen, scan that and just do what it do, man. Follow the process. You know what I'm saying? Wherever it take you to, follow, like, share. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, add, follow, whatever, subscribe, hit notification, all that good stuff. All right, I came across this video here. The video is titled Trophy War, Chelsea versus Arsenal versus Chelsea versus Arsenal versus Tottenham comparison. Who truly owns London? It's about a 12-minute video, so let's see what's going on. Let's see what the results is. Let's see how they tally stuff up. You under dig me? You know how this goes, people. One more thing.
What's up, people? Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.
That's right. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Big baby. Big baby. All right, let's watch it like this.
One city, three clubs. But who is the King of London? In 1901, Tottenham Hotspur made history, winning the FA Cup, the first non-league team ever to do it. They followed up in 1902, lifting the...
I did not know that they were a non-league team when they won it. That's commendable. I'm not a hater. That's commendable. The first non-league team to win the FA Cup was Tottenham. Why don't they say that? That's how I know. These lot don't know about their history. People don't know. They don't learn. They're in their moment, in their own era. They forget about life, but then they want to bring up stuff from times before they were born and not know nada about it. That's commendable.
Sheriff of London Charity Shield, staking an early claim in English football and this rivalry. After World War I, Spurs got relegated to Division 2, but by 1920, they returned to the spotlight, claiming the second division title. 1N 1921, Tottenham Hotspur doubled down. Spurs got relegated to Division 2, but by Shield, staking an early claim in English football and this rivalry. After World War I, Spurs got relegated to Division 2, but by 1920, they...
When was World War I? See, I need to know this to know that getting promoted wasn't so long away. Sorry, should know this. So World War I was in 1914. So it took them 6 years to make it back. All right, let's go.
Returned to the spotlight, claiming the second division title. 1N 1921, Tottenham Hotspur doubled down, lifting both the FA Cup and the FA Community Shield. By this time, only one club reigned supreme in London. But a storm was brewing. In 1930, Arsenal arrived. They stormed to their first FA Cup and added the Community Shield for good measure.
Boom, that's what we like, for good measure. Let's fling that on top, yeah? We here now.
Entered the centre stage prepared. To prove that their victory was not a fluke, the Gunners took their first division title in 1931, again followed by the Community Shield.
Nice.
Arsenal were building momentum. After a one-year break, the Gunners did it again in 1933. They lifted another First Division trophy and retained the Shield, back-to-back dominance.
Why did they have the Premier League trophy as the First Division trophy? Because that's not the trophy. Not the trophy they had in 1933. Go on.
Tottenham was no longer at the centre stage. Arsenal did it again in 1934. Another league title, another Shield. At this time, Chelsea was just a small London club with an empty trophy cabinet.
Can you just say that Tottenham came in, they were the only ones doing their thing. Then we come through, you don't see them man again. Or while we're battling it out, well, while we're fading them man off, Chelsea's just little brothers. That's what I'm saying. This is what it is. This is what it is. Everyone can grow, but if everyone's still in business, You are what you are from the door. You understand me? Let me see if I can. Let's get that right. You are who you are from the door after everyone has been founded. When you're founded and you start popping, it's like this. Is it IBM? And then other tech companies. When Apple bop up, yeah, it's not you're the little you. You're the new you. You're new. You can't little bro Apple yet. The way that you little bro someone is, all right, we've all been moving for like 20, 15 years now. What's what? Then that's who little bro is. You know what I'm saying? Or when we're talking about football clubs, after 100 years, let's look at everyone's CV. Let's look at everyone's thing. Walk on. Then you see who the little boy is. Just because you had a good 5 years here or a good 2 years there, or when football started, you had a good few years after the war, when everyone else is still in their mindset of probably doing other things. You know what I mean? You're kicking balls, so you're starting it off. But it's now we look back and see, now we can tell who's the big bollocks and who ain't. It's not. We just look today. You only count today. Who's big today? That's not how life is, people.
1935 brought Arsenal yet another First Division championship, making it 3 league titles in 4 seasons. In 1936, they returned to cup football and claimed another FA Cup. By this time, the rivalry was a one-sided one. 1938 capped the decade, another First Division title, and once again, the Community Shield. Arsenal were now a machine.
See, that's what, by 1938, they're not even talking about you man no more. You get me? Where are we? We're only 1 minute in, 2 minutes in.
After the war, 1948 revived the rivalry, as Arsenal secured another First Division title and added the Shield once more. In 1950, Tottenham re-emerged with a Second Division title, setting up a return to the top flight. Then came...
So we weren't even rivals. All this time, you were in the Second Division, blood. You weren't even playing against man. It's just an area. It's just an area.
1951, where Spurs stormed to the First Division title and lifted the Community Shield, reminding London they were still in the fight.
How are you still in the fight from... You just got back in. You're not still in the fight. You just got back in. You weren't swinging that whole time. That shows you that you're still in the fight. You weren't swinging. You was in a whole different division. It's embarrassing.
Finally, in 1955, Chelsea entered the trophy race, lifting their first ever First Division championship and adding the FA Cup in a statement year for West London. The stage was now set for war. In 1961, Tottenham Hotspur...
Can I just say, man just said, listen, now the stage is set for war. No West Ham, no Fulham. Oh my God. If we're going to be extra, QPR. There's others that I'm just not thinking of right now. But, wow. See? Now you men don't count.
Set the standard. They won the First Division, the FA Cup, and the Community Shield, completing a domestic treble never before achieved in English football. They followed it up in 1962. Tottenham Hotspur set the standard. They won the First Division, the FA Cup, and the Community Shield, completing a domestic treble never before achieved in English football.
There you go. You can't hate that. This is the stuff that they need to talk about. They had the first treble. This is the shit that they need to talk about. This is the stuff that you can... This is bragging rights right here. But they don't. They say stupid things that don't matter. This matters. See what I'm saying? The first English club to do the treble. In what year? 61.
They followed it up in 1962, retaining the FA Cup and adding another Community Shield to their growing collection.
They're bubble right there. They're error there.
1963 saw Spurs conquer Europe, lifting the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, becoming the first British club to win a major European title and bringing
The first to win a major title. The Cup Winners' Cup.
becoming the first British club to win a major European title and bringing Bride to London.
Okay.
In 1967, they were back again, winning the FA Cup and yet another Community Shield,
See, this
cementing their status as England's Cup Kings. That same year, Chelsea joined the conversation, capturing their first EFL Cup, silverware that would foreshadow bigger things to come.
Chelsea. Cup right now.
1970 was dramatic. Chelsea lifted the FA Cup after a brutal replay against Leeds to stamp their footing in this rivalry, while Arsenal made noise on the continent, winning the Intercities Fairs Cup, their first.
There you go. There you go. There's the first one. Bertie Mead won that. You dig? First one.
Major European trophy. Then came 1971, a year that changed everything. Arsenal completed a famous double, winning both the First Division and the FA Cup.
Yes, sir. That's Bob Wilson and them man there.
Tottenham, not to be outdone, took the EFL Cup and the Anglo-Italian Cup, a defunct European competition played between clubs from England and Italy. Meanwhile, Chelsea lifted.
Yeah, see, we're not counting that Italian Cup. Like, what are you talking about? Italian League Cup. Just England and Italy teams. That's nothing. That's pre-season. You ain't counting that. Sorry, brother.
The UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, giving West London a voice in Europe.
Look at Chelsea. Chelsea, I thought he was going to say something. He must have said it already. 1971. Cup Winners' Cup. Cup Winners' Cup, Chelsea.
In 1972, Spurs returned to the continental stage and brought home the UEFA Cup, continuing their love affair with Europe. 1973 kept the silver flowing for Tottenham, as they clinched another EFL Cup, refusing to be left behind.
Ooh, 1973. It's 10 more years until I'm born. Here we go.
In 1979, Arsenal lifted the FA Cup once more. The Gunners were back.
Yeah, baby. You know, I didn't realise this thing down the left-hand side right here. Arsenal trophy count 20, Chelsea count. And so when, 1979, we got 20 trophies. We got 20 trophies, 73 points. Chelsea's got 5 trophies, 19 points. Tottenham's got 20 trophies, 61 points. I guess it's because of the trophies. Yeah, they like that Italian thing.
Back in the winner's circle, and the London War remained alive. In 1981, Tottenham Hotspur lit up Wembley again, winning the FA Cup and claiming the Community Shield alongside it.
Personally, 21, 20 and 5, they're not in the conversation in the 80s yet. Chelsea's not in the conversation yet because you won a couple things. This is what I'm saying. They're only in the conversation because you're in London. You're the little boys. You're the little baby. You're our little bros. Not even our bros. It's Arsenal is the older brother. You get me? Tottenham's the baby brother. Spurs is a cousin.
Their reputation as cup specialists was fully intact. They doubled down in 1982, lifting the FA Cup once more. Back-to-back Wembley glory. Then came 1984, and with it, another European moment. Tottenham defeated Anderlecht on penalties to win the UEFA Cup, bringing European silver back to North London.
All right.
Meanwhile,
Hey, look, I'm 1 year old. Tottenham is running London. Get me? With their 23 count. Even though we got more points, but they got more trophies. That's the one that's counting, right? The trophies.
Chelsea were fighting their way up. They claimed the second division title, returning to the top flight.
You know what I'm saying? You're not part of the fight. You just said that they were part of the fight. They're not part of the fight if you're not in the same division. How are you in the fight? You're not in the fight because you're not at the top level. Speak with sense, bruv. That's what I'm saying. These men are little boys.
In 1986,
Sorry. It's gonna take these man another 100 years to wash out all what we know. Because obviously most fans and supporters talk about the day that they're in or the era that they're in. I'm talking about every motherfucking thing. Everything. We are bigger than you. You are bigger than them. Da 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 da.
Chelsea added the quirky but competitive Full Members Cup to their cabinet.
No.
An unusual trophy, but silverware all the same.
No. Silverware all the same. Otherwise, pre-season silverware counts. No. That gets taken down, bruv. They're back on 5.
1987 shifted the focus to the red side of North London.
Oh, yeah.
Arsenal broke their own drought by winning the EFL Cup.
Right, to warm up.
In 1988, Arsenal added the Football League Centenary Trophy, a short-lived celebration tournament.
I don't count that. See what I'm saying? I'm not counting this. What's this? But if you're counting Chelsea's joke thing, then you got to count our joke thing. But I'll take these off. Come on. Come on. But, all right. But then I don't see, and you're counting Charity Shield. See, Charity Shields count. Why aren't you counting pre-season? Win is winning, isn't it? But, all right.
Then came 1989, a year etched in English football.
Oh, yes. 89. If you don't know, go watch a documentary about 89. Then you will know. You get me? That's why I don't have no fear, blood. Yes, anyone, we can win, lose, and you can win, lose, draw anywhere. Get me? On a bad day, you can lose to Anthony Wick. On a good day, you can go undefeated in the Champions League and lift the thing. You know what I mean? It can happen. But 89, they told us no one goes to Anfield and win. No one goes to Anfield and scores more than 2 goals. No one goes to Anfield and leave with a clean sheet. Get me?
History. Arsenal snatched the First Division title from Liverpool in the final seconds at Anfield. That same year, Chelsea earned promotion again, taking the Second Division title.
This shit don't count, bruv. But all right, let it ride. When I say it don't count, that's a title. You won the title. I'm not saying nothing about that. But you're not in the fight if you're not in the division. It doesn't make any sense. How are you in the fight? That means people who are just starting out are in the same zone box as Auntie Joshua and them, man. No, you are not. Get me? No, you are not. They're not there.
1990 saw Chelsea lift the Full Members Cup once more, trying to remain relevant in a city where Arsenal and Spurs were pulling away.
Thank you.
But in 1991, the pendulum swung both ways. Arsenal reclaimed the First Division title, finishing the season with just 1 defeat, and added the Community Shield to cap off a dominant campaign. Tottenham.
I think I remember David Seaman being in that team 1991. He was the goalkeeper. We only lost 1.
Though, weren't quiet. They struck with another FA Cup triumph and shared the Community Shield, reigniting their own legacy.
We realise we're entering the 90s now, and we've taken the lead. We're on 26 count. Tottenham's on 24, and Chelsea is on 9.
In 1993, Arsenal made English football history, becoming the first club to win both the FA Cup and the EFL Cup in the same season.
What? I didn't know that. All them other doubles were titles, were like the league title and thing double. We were the first. Let me hear that again.
Becoming the first club to win both the FA Cup and the EFL Cup in the same season. Nice. It wasn't just silverware, it was a statement. Then in 1994, they went continental, lifting the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup up.
You see that there? The same thing that them man have won, we've won. But it's European for them, it ain't European for us. Ain't that weird? Ain't that weird? So Arsenal have 2 European trophies, but they don't count because they want to hate on us. Don't you think that's weird? All right.
After a clinical performance against Parma. 1997 saw the return of West London to the big stage. Chelsea captured the FA Cup, their first major trophy in 27 years. 1998 belonged to Arsenal. Under Arsene Wenger, they secured the Premier League title, the FA Cup, and the Community Shield, a domestic treble that announced the start of a new era.
That's right.
Chelsea responded with their own trophy haul.
Can I just say now, the latter end, or just the 90s, now Chelsea are pushing Tottenham out.
The EFL Cup, the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, and the UEFA Super Cup. For the first time in decades, all three clubs were winning, and the rivalry was boiling.
Wait, why are you saying that? I'm going back to sorry. Tottenham didn't win nothing in the 90s. Why did he say everyone's winning in the 90s? Oh, because they won
Legacy.
91. They won once in 91. Piss off, bro.
They went Cup. Their first major eight belonged to Arsenal. Under Arsene, domestic treble that announced the start of a new era. Chelsea responded with their own trophy haul, the EFL Cup. For the first time in decades, all three clubs were winning, and the rivalry was boiling.
That's crazy that he said that. In the first they won in 91 and never were again in the 90s. You're not part of the team. The 90s was Arsenal, Chelsea.
In 1999, Tottenham finally returned to the podium, winning the EFL Cup with a 1-0 win over Leicester. That same year, Arsenal kept the pressure on with another Community Shield. Then came 2000, and Chelsea took centre stage. They won the FA Cup and added the Community Shield to close out the millennium.
Cool. So here we go. 90s is done. We're into the 2000s. The count is Arsenal 33, Tottenham 27, Chelsea 13. Yeah? We're in 2025 right now. So at the start of this bombo clock thing, Arsenal's running things. Arsenal's running things by 6 trophies. Yeah? Let's eat.
London had never felt more crowded at the top. In 2002, Arsenal were back at their fluent best, lifting the Premier League title, the FA Cup, and the Community Shield. Wenger ball was in full motion,
right.
And the Gunners were the envy of the league. They followed up in 2003 by retaining the FA Cup, showing consistency under pressure. Then came 2004, the year of the Invincibles. Arsenal went the entire Premier League season unbeaten, lifting the Premier League title with style and topped it off with another Community Shield. But in 2005, the power began to shift. Chelsea, under new ownership, took control.
There we go.
That year, they lifted the Premier
So the first 5 years of 2000s, yeah, we run that. Here come Chelsea now.
League, the EFL Cup, and the Community Shield. Arsenal, though, didn't leave empty-handed. They claimed the FA Cup. In 2006 saw Chelsea go back-to-back in the Premier League, solidifying their dominance under Mourinho. In 2007, Chelsea struck again, winning the FA Cup and the EFL Cup, pulling further ahead in silverware and squad depth. In 2008, it was Tottenham's turn.
So isn't this from, please tell me if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. The last time Tottenham won something was 91. Yeah, it's now 2008. Now they're popping up. You're not part of the fight, brother. Although you are in the league, but you clearly ain't part of the fight. No one ain't looking at you. Now it's 2008. Boom. You feel say you back.
After nearly a decade, Spurs lifted the EFL Cup, beating Chelsea in the final. 2009 saw Chelsea take back the spotlight, securing the FA Cup and the Community Shield, flexing both domestic power and squad depth. In 2010, Chelsea hit their peak. They won the Premier League and the FA Cup, completing a stunning domestic double.
Alright, can I just say, we hit 2010 now. 2010. Arsenal are on 40 count trophies. Tottenham are on 28. Chelsea on 23. Yeah, Chelsea are hot on the heels of Tottenham, but they can't talk to us right now.
In 2012, they repeated FA Cup success, but
That's 15 years ago. Let's keep building.
more importantly, they conquered Europe. Chelsea lifted the UEFA Champions League for the first time in club history, a trophy that neither Arsenal nor Tottenham had ever touched. Chelsea had changed the game. In 2013,
Ever touched that hurts. Can you say I've never won? Jesus Christ.
Chelsea opened the final stretch of the decade by winning the UEFA Europa League. 2014 saw Arsenal end their 9-year trophy drought, lifting the FA Cup in dramatic fashion. They followed it with the Community Shield, signalling a long-awaited resurgence. In 2015, both blue and red brought home silver. Chelsea claimed the Premier League and the EFL Cup, while Arsenal...
Look at that, 2015, they are now equal on trophies. Well, 2000 before this, because when these two trophies go past, I'm sure their tally's going to go up. They're about to pass Spurs, and they got the same amount of trophies, but the points are different. That's because the Champions League and thing, innit? Yeah. All right. Now they
responded with another FA Cup and yet another Community Shield.
Oh, Beth. From them, man. Good catch up.
2017 was split again. Chelsea were crowned Premier League champions, but Arsenal struck back, winning the FA Cup and once more lifting the Community Shield after beating the Blues at Wembley. In 2018, Chelsea added another FA Cup to their collection, proving their domestic pedigree was still intact. Then in 2019, Chelsea conquered Europe once again, winning the UEFA Europa League with a dominant final display against Arsenal. It was a rivalry played on the biggest stage, and Chelsea walked away with the crown. 2020 brought another wave of red. Arsenal claimed the FA Cup.
All right, here we go. We're hitting the 2020 now, so we're 5 years away. We're on 46. We're on 46 trophies. Not Spurs. They dropped to third. Chelsea on 33 trophies, and Tottenham are still on 28 trophies.
Up yet again, and topped it off with the Community Shield, keeping their cup tradition alive. Then came 2021.
14 is a record, not just a London thing, a football thing. Ain't no one got 14 of them.
Defining year for Chelsea. They lifted the UEFA Champions League for the second time, then added the UEFA Super Cup, and finally, the FIFA Club World Cup, a clean sweep of international prestige. West London had gone global. 2023 saw Arsenal return to the spotlight with yet another Community Shield, as they continued to chase league glory with a younger squad. Finally, in 2025, the unthinkable happened. Tottenham Hotspur lifted their first European title in modern history, winning...
There you go. And we can give...
the UEFA Europa League. That same year, Chelsea added another trophy to their continental portfolio, the UEFA Conference League. The rivalry was no longer about who was rising. It had become about who could stay on top.
Right, and Chelsea get the Club World Cup, club. So they get this one, which will make 37. Then they get a 38. We are still on top, blood. I don't know how these point systems is working. It's probably X amount of points for different cups, right? So this is the order. This is the way it goes. No matter what trophy count or points, we have 49 Bomber Clark trophies. Chelsea got 38. I'm giving them 38. I know it says 36 on there, but I'm counting the one on screen that hasn't gone past the timing yet, plus the one that they won this year. So they got 38. Tottenham ain't hit 30 trophies yet, brother. And you want to tell me about who's where? This was made a month ago. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the comments, we're going to go through the comments, fly through them. Don't understand the point system. Yeah, neither do I. Just one Champions League trophy of Chelsea is far bigger than all Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur trophies combined. See, someone who doesn't know football. You get me? Add the 2025 World Cup to Chelsea after winning the... Yeah, that's right. Add that. You get 38 though. You don't... That's all you get. Is it that? Sorry. I'm looking on the screen there like it's there. Yeah, so you get this one here, 37, then you get 38. It was made a month ago, so it was made before that game, innit? So you can't ask him to add it. Arsenal have 12 more trophies than Chelsea, but 13 more Community Shields. So Chelsea have the better quality trophy count. That's not what that's about. It's how many trophies, because Chelsea's got a few of them second divisions. You get me? You got a few of them second divisions, and you got a couple of you got a couple of Community Shields, and you got some of them members club trophy thing. So easing our biscuit. You get me? Easing our biscuit. Can you compare gold with a normal stone? Imagine giving the FA Cup the same mark with the Champions League. Is that what they did? I don't know if that's what they did. Yeah, I mean, but the FA Cup is the most famous cup in the world, probably behind the World Cup. Let me not hype. You get me? I'm not even gonna read that there because once you're writing Arsenal wrong, then I know you're an idiot. Why is the full Members' Cup only worth 1 point? Chelsea were essentially punished for their actions of other English clubs in Europe. So was we. Everyone got banned. When England teams got banned, everyone got banned. That's a stupid thing to say. Obviously, Chelsea, Europe is all I need to say, King and Pride of London, but you're not. It's about the whole. How many do you have? You don't have, you get me? Even with the FIFA Club World Cup, you only got 38 trophies, bruv. Chill out. Chill out. You get me? See, these are all Chelsea. These must be Chelsea fans here. Chelsea are still the best out of those three. Arsenal have 12 more trophies than Chelsea, but 13 of them are Community Shields. Are they trophies or not? If you had them, you'd be in front, but you're not. Get me? You are not the pride. You're an embarrassment. You get me? Anyone in these comments could have bought Chelsea, including me. We could have all bought Chelsea. Could have all put a penny in. 100 of us put a penny in, and we could have all owned Chelsea. Blood. Don't fucking forget them thing there. You're third. I can't say you're third. You're second. You're second. The numbers say that you're second. You get me? Spurs won domestic first. Arsenal have the most trophies. Chelsea have the most quantity of trophies. See, this person here is a little humble, but winning it first doesn't matter. It matters for bragging. It's a nice little point, but okay. You won it first, but who's won it more often? Who owns it? See what I'm saying? Them type of moves there. We got the first domestic double ever. You got the first league and cup double. We got the first 2 cup double. Like talking about that they need to add that in. What's it called? The World Cup. But we know that already. A little dig around the 1933 year mark. Chelsea may not have won a major trophy at that point, but up until 1922, they had the highest league finish of any London club at the time. They had already had 9 seasons with the biggest crowds in the country, being the first club to average 40,000. Is a reason why Arsenal had to move to North London in 1913 because they were being left well behind. Okay, that's bollocks, but okay. What else they got there? How the F can you add the Charity Shield as a trophy? Bless your cotton socks. It's a glorified pre-season friendly. Like the members cup things that you're in, bruv. Chill out, blood. I said, what kind of war? Chelsea clear. Yeah, you're clear second. You're clearly second, bruv. London has never been blue, man. Yeah, these are all Chelsea man in here. But there's no Arsenal people in here. There's no Spurs man in here. You get me? Arsenal are the biggest London club team domestically, while Chelsea are the biggest London club in Europe. What replies to the end of discussion? I agree as a Chelsea fan, and that's why I think we are the biggest club in London because of our strong European pedigree compared to other clubs in the city. "14 FA Cup, 17 Community Shields. Ha ha ha. All trophies. I'm embarrassed for these people, blood. I hope they've done more in their life because it's a little embarrassing the way that they're talking. Charity Shield is just a friendly to open the season. So does it need a trophy? If it's got a trophy and you've won it, the old First Division trophy was infinitely better designed than the ugly Premier League trophy. Okay. London is blue, red, and white. Okay. With Abramovich, I guess we would have won at least closer to 4 major trophies since he left. You judge a team by its European and World Cups. What? Who said that? So that means everything before they started doing European games, all trophies of the league and cups don't matter because they were in our country. Wow, you people are stupid, man. You people are slow. And you can tell by the pictures. These are just, there's not real people, man. Chelsea won the League Cup in 1965, not 1967. Schoolboy error. Sorry for that mistake. I take full responsibility. Like, it's not that deep. About a schoolboy error. He probably just didn't do his work, his research properly. Hilarious. There's many factual errors, mean this video is worthless. What are the errors, please, so I can learn from my mistakes and improve in my next video? Others have mentioned incorrect trophies. Yeah, but you get the point. I know that, but come on. Like, as soon as I said that the Premier League wasn't using the Premier League as title trophies, but when you see what he's doing, you get the point. Don't be butthurt. Don't be butthurt, people. Don't be butthurt. It is what it is. We've won the most trophies. Get over it. Get over it. Why weren't you winning those cherries? That's what I'm thinking. Why weren't you there to win them? You're just saying things. You're just saying things. That'd be like an Arsenal supporter saying that the European cups are worthless. Why? Because we weren't there to fucking try and win them. Like, no, you can't say that. That's embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself. But hey ho, I don't need to say anything because it's clear. It's clear as day, my peoples. You saw it right there. I don't need to say anything. You saw the numbers for you stat people, or you the GA people. There's your cold facts for you. They remove all of us, but they keep data. There's only one club, blood, and it's by a nice amount. You get me? It's by a nice amount where we had time to fuck up, mess around. Like, you can win everything, and you still can't catch we. We ain't Tottenham. You get me? See how it started? Tottenham started winning the trophies first. Arsenal came in, brushed them aside. You get me? Then there was a little bit of this, a little bit of that for a short while. You get me? They go. Chelsea come in. Then it's like that, and then it's like that. Tottenham popping back out, and then it's like that. Then it's Chelsea, then it's Chelsea, then it's Chelsea, then Tottenham popping, and then that's it. You ain't done enough. You ain't done enough. That'll be like you trying to say, that'll be like a boxer trying to say he's better than Mayweather because he's got 15 fights undefeated. 15? Or 20 or 25. Bruv, do you know you still got a way to go, man? You still got a way to go. Behave yourself. You're not better than me. You know what I mean? I got like 49. I don't know if he's officially got 50. Does the McConnell count? I don't think it counts as official. But 49 undefeated straight wins. Until you better that, you're not better. You have to better that. And I know people can argue. You can argue, yeah, but you can pick your fights. Hey, you go and talk to the people who make the rules and them thing there. Maybe they should have a fucking league then, innit? That means there's some random thing where you just, I don't want to fight you. No, I'll fight him. What's the point of that? Who can't do that? You know what I mean? Although, then you start getting looked down on, like, yeah, but we can see that you're just picking Wasteman to fight. Anyway, point was made, people. Point was made. I'm out of here. That was a good watch. I was afraid. I thought, you know what? Chelsea have done a lot lately. They might have caught up. No. And now we back in the runs, man. We back on things. So let's see how that go, people. You know what it is. Need that help. Help Spiel. Help a brother out, man. Help a brother out. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a Gooner we here. I'm out of it, man. Stay good. Stay blessed. And I'll see you on the next one.
Go on.
That's my Gooners, Goonerettes, Gooner babies. Make sure you subscribe. Woo!
Gooners all day, you know that it won't change. So stay tuned in, cause the party's never over. Get it hype, this is Gooner on the sofa.